today at Drop of Golden Tarot. I'm bringing to you today Tarot of the Owls by Pamela Chen and art by Elisabeth Alba. This is not the first deck that I've had with Elisabeth Alba's art. It is the first guidebook I've ever had with Pamela Chen. I pre-ordered this like a long time ago on Book Depository for a really good price. But it took them, when they released early, it took them quite a bit to get their stock in. So a lot of people have already had this deck for a while, and I've just been, I shouldn't say I've been avoiding it, because I haven't. I followed Elisabeth Alba's artwork from like the first card that she showed that she was working on. So I've not been avoiding the artwork at all. Let's see if I can get into it. I'm just really struggling. Llewellyn deck. We have that typical Llewellyn box, which makes it hard to fit on a shelf. But that's okay. Alrighty. We have our magnetic thing. Our magnetic clasp at the side. A large full-size book. Full color. Glossy paper. Okay. Stuff about tarot. Kind of a getting started. Then we have the majors. And just a page for each of them. You know, and while this book is gorgeous, and I love having these full color illustrations of each card, I think I would still rather have a smaller box and a smaller book. That writing could easily have gone into a small chunky book that's the size of the deck. Could have been a smaller box. It would have taken up less space on my shelves. But, you know, it is Llewellyn. That's what you get. And that's okay. I mean, I like it. I like it. I would just prefer, I love it when the books fit in the box and it all fits on the shelf compactly. Because I'm not super fond of this. I won't keep it in this box. It'll just be a box on the shelf. This will go into one of my drawers. So although I love magnetic boxes, the magnetic boxes that are that big, really, they don't get any use. I don't want to pull it in and out of that cardboard each time. I don't want to pull that big box on and off the shelf each time. I just want a slightly larger than deck's thickness box. I want the size of the box to be the size of the deck. But I do like their cardstock. It's probably gonna be glossy. Maybe it'll be more matte. No, well, yeah, it's pretty shiny. It's pretty shiny still. Oop. Now I'm knocking things over on my desk. Trying to get rid of all these little pieces. Okay. I'm gonna put the guidebook to the side. Let's see if I can focus in for the flip through and check my camera, make sure I don't got any shine on there. Okay, I think that'll be good. As long as I can remember to keep the cards in the field, right? Okay. Owls are delightful. I love owls. So I love that we have a baby owl depicted there. So he's just learning how to fly. Magician. High Priestess. I love it. All of our symbology is worked into the cards. Look at that, one wing up, like he's making a point. Dang, he's got those cats tamed. Oh, I like that Wheel of Fortune. Hey, man. That's interesting that he'd have the little, like, crow mask. It reminds me of the plague masks kind of thing. Crow skull. All right, back over here. Temperance. Love it. They've been caught. Okay, they've been caught, but they're not dead yet. Tower. That's a beautiful star card. Love that moon card. We got another owl face in the moon. We got a little lobster coming out of the water. Sun card. And Judgment. And the World. Ace Wands. So even though we have owls in the deck, we still have very, very traditional type of imagery here. I love that Two of Swords. Oh, that's good. Three of Swords. I like that. And you could take it to mean, ooh, it could have some grim meanings too there, huh? Well, we won't focus on that. Oh, ouch. Oh, my court cards must all be together in the back. They are. Is that how the book's arranged too, with the court cards in the back? They are. Court cards are on their own in the back. Okay. look at the little cast on his little claw. I do love the pentacles are all like an owl face on them. I think I saw on the artist's Instagram or Facebook page where she talked about this being the awkward family photo. I like that 2 cups. Yeah, we have super traditional renderings. Okay, now we have our court cards, our page of wands, page of swords, page of pentacles. They all have our little cap and scarf on there. Oh, he doesn't have the scarf, but he does have a cap. And then our knights. Okay, he's got armor. Yes, look at that. Ooh. What would our Knight of Cups be doing? Queens. Kings. That's it for the walkthrough. Oh, that's gonna need some colored edges. I've seen a couple people already edge theirs in some different colors. I saw somebody edge it in the yellow that matches the eye. I saw somebody do it in a beautiful green. So the nice thing about the Llewellyn cardstock is how well it riffle shuffles. It does, it just riffle shuffles so nice. It's sturdy. It's not super thick. It's super bendy. But it doesn't really get bent out of shape. If you bend it too hard one way, you can just bend it back. I think because it's not as thick, it's easier for people to handle. Yeah, I'll continue to buy Llewellyn decks. They do a quality deck, even though there's a couple things I'd love for them to change. I'd love for the box to be smaller. I'd love for the book to fit in the box, just be chunky and fit in the box. I'd love for the cardstock to be matte, not glossy. Although I don't feel like it's as glossy as it used to be. And I would love to not have banners at the bottom of my cards, but I'm sure that will come back in style again someday as it's gone out of style. At least it's borderless and it's beautiful, very traditional. This will be another one of those decks that you can recommend to beginners to pick up and be able to find the traditional meanings and have a nice guidebook to go with it. I find that a lot of my Llewellyn decks, I could easily recommend to beginners. And the price is right too. So let's see what we have. King of Pentacles. Oh, I had the King of Pentacles, just my last one. What is this trying to tell me? Seven of Swords. And Four of Wands. So, I mean, our King of Pentacles is our, I have plenty, I have made it, I embody the attitude and the spirit that I need in order to be successful. Seven of Swords. It looks like just even though I'm doing all the right things and I'm being like that confident, assertive person, maybe people aren't reacting to that the way that you want them to. And so sometimes you just kind of have to take matters in your own hand, and things just need to move forward. And kind of that's what the Seven of Swords, I know a lot of people are like, oh, Seven of Swords is like trickery and deceit and cheating. But for me, it could be those things, but it's not limited to those things. For me, it's like sometimes you can't have your whole way. Sometimes you can't have it all. So sometimes you just have to take what you can have and walk away with that and be happy with it. That's what the Seven of Swords tells me. Like, I just have to leave with the things that I can carry. I can't carry everything for everybody. I can't make you do things that you don't want to do. But here's my compromise. When push comes to shove, I'll do what I need to do for me and mine. And that's what the Seven of Swords tells me. Yeah, to me, it's like a logical way of thinking. I'm not going to stand and continue to argue with somebody if I know I'm not going to get anywhere. This is a compromise I can make. Here we go. I also kind of see Seven of Swords as sometimes having to cut somebody out of your life because they just can't. They're just not going in the same direction you're going. You guys can't align all of your swords. So these are the swords I'm going to take and I'm going to leave. But that Four of Wands, you know, that celebration, that time of rest where like things have come together. And you know, this isn't usually like a final card. It's not usually like the end of the story, but I feel like we're still like in the middle of the story here. But you know, we have these goals in mind, and we're going to have to like cut some losses to get there. And although we're not there yet, sometimes cutting those losses and just being able to get rid of the dead weight is a victory in itself. And it's a reason to celebrate. So yeah, that's what I get out of this reading. Deck, Wisdom of the Owls. I have been waiting for this for a long time. I will I'm sure use it plenty. And if anybody from Llewellyn cares what I think, which you probably don't, I'm not a big wig in the community for anybody to care. And that's okay. That's not the intention. But smaller books, smaller boxes, fit on my shelf nicer. Thanks. Anyways, have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope that you have a happy February. And that you can enjoy this time of hibernation and prepare for spring during this time. Bye-bye.